Hey everybody, it's Max J. Miller, co-author with Robert Hollis of the upcoming How Is That Working? And somebody asks me this question, and we kind of address it in the book as well, but it's an interesting observation on somebody's part when they say, if you're not trying to convince people, if you're not really basically trying to persuade people or motivate people, if you're really sorting and just looking for and identifying truly committed people, and books kind of do that. People don't read through a whole book if they're not already kind of interested and committed to the topic, right? So there's a sort of sorting quality to just having people read books and do training and so forth. And so, but if you're speaking to already committed people, then why are you talking about commitment? Because that's like talking to the people who aren't in the room, so to speak. And the reason is because you have to prepare people's mindset who are going to be in a leadership role or build a business. You have to prepare them for the realities of the human condition, that a lot of people are fakers. They're going to come in and pretend to be committed and not be committed. And you have to learn to deal with that fact of life. Jesus prepared his disciples. He sent them out. He was getting ready to send them out 2 by 2, and he told them the parable of the sower. And some people think that this is really all about, some kind of judgment about people. It's not. He was just preparing them to go out and saying, look, the parable very simply is that some of the seed you sow is going to fall on rocky ground, and the birds are going to come and pluck it out, and it's not going to grow into anything. And some seeds are going to fall on a well-worn path, and it's not going to it's not going to take root very much, and the sun's going to come out and it's going to shrivel up. And some are going to fall among thorns and it's going to get choked out, but some are going to fall on good soil. And those, he says, those seed that fall on good soil are going to produce an incredible harvest, 100-fold, 50-fold, 20-fold, whatever it is. And he said the point of his story is you don't have to rely on the seed that falls in all of those other places. Now, he wasn't being callous about those things. He was speaking to a specific issue, to these disciples, saying, don't get discouraged by the responses that you get. Don't get discouraged by people not responding in a timely manner when you think, oh, they're the most exciting prospect I've ever seen, and then they don't produce a result. That's what that parable is about. It's saying you can make it without the ones that you were hoping for but didn't happen. So one of the things that we're dealing with is that the people who you most want to follow and participate with you, that you would love to have as a business partner or affiliate or associate or whatever, are not going to necessarily respond as you want them to. And so the issue is that one has to have commitment within oneself to one's goals and let the chips fall where they will with other people, though you hurt for them if you think they're suffering economically or whatever, and they're not there's an opportunity right in front of them and they're not taking advantage of it. You feel for them, but this is basically telling us is don't stop. Don't let that steal your dreams. There's a saying in the direct sales industry for years. They've been saying, some will, some won't, so what? Someone's waiting. It's kind of summarizing that same idea about the parable of the sower. And so that's why it's really important that we wrestle with this issue of commitment, not so much for ourselves. If you're engaged, if you're pursuing it, if you're doing it day after day, if you've had that pop, you're committed. But you have to be prepared for the other people being wherever they are along that way, whether they've popped or not. So that's one little insight from the book. Actually, I said I was going to read it. I'll share that with you tomorrow. And thanks for tuning in. I appreciate you. Engage with me. Continue to text me, email me, whatever. And I look forward to speaking with you. Bye-bye now.